The promise and peril of annotation gigs. Look, we've all been there, scrolling through job sites, past the motivated individuals and the rockstar ninjas. Then, bam, you see it. Make money from home, flexible hours, no experience needed. It's tempting, right? Like finding a 20-year-old jeans, except this time, the 20 keeps promising to multiply if you just click enough boxes. That's the siren song of data annotation, folks. But hold on to your clicking finger for a second. Because before you dive headfirst into the world of tagging images and transcribing audio, there's a crucial question we need to answer. Is this whole data annotation thing legit? Or is it just another internet grift designed to suck your time and leave you with nothing but achy tendons and a sense of existential dread? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to find out. This ain't your grandma's data entry, people. It's the Wild West out there in the digital gig economy, and we're here to separate the snake oil salesman from the genuine prospectors. So let's grab our virtual pickaxes and start digging. All right, let's break it down. What is data annotation, you ask? Imagine you're teaching a toddler to recognize a cat. You point at Fluffy and say, "Cat!" You do this a few hundred times, and eventually the kid gets it. Data annotation is kind of like that, but instead of a drool-covered toddler, you're teaching a machine learning algorithm. And instead of Fluffy, you're labeling images, videos, audio, or text. This labeling can involve all sorts of tasks. You might be drawing boxes around cars in street photos to train self-driving systems, or tagging social media posts with emotions to help algorithms understand human sentiment. Good luck with that one. You could be transcribing audio clips to improve voice assistance, or identifying objects in medical images to help with diagnoses. It's tedious work, no doubt, but here's the thing. It's also crucial. These annotated datasets are the fuel that powers the AI revolution. Without them, our algorithms are about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. So yeah, it's important, but is it a viable way to make a living? Let's keep digging. So you're ready to monetize your ability to identify a banana from a plantain? Fantastic. First things first, you need to find those gigs. Luckily, the internet is teeming with platforms promising to connect eager annotators, that's you, with data-hungry companies. There are the big players like Amazon Mechanical Turk, more on them later, and specialized platforms like Scale AI and Labelbox. Then there are countless smaller websites and even social media groups dedicated to data annotation jobs. It's enough to make your head spin faster than a Roomba trapped in a corner. But before you start frantically applying for every cat identifier position you can find, remember this: not all platforms are created equal. Some are more reputable than others. Some offer better pay, more consistent work, and better support. And some, well, let's just say they might be better at extracting data from you than actually paying you for it. Ah, the million-dollar question. Or, let's be realistic, the can I afford to order takeout tonight question. How much can you actually make doing this data annotation thing? Well, strap in, because the answer is about as clear as a muddy puddle. Here's the deal. Data annotation pay is notoriously variable. It depends on a whole smorgasbord of factors. The complexity of the task, the platform you're using, your speed and accuracy, the alignment of the planets, etc. Some tasks might pay pennies per annotation, while others might net you a few bucks per hour. And then there's the issue of payment methods. Some platforms pay through PayPal, others through gift cards, and some might even mail you a check. Remember those? The point is, don't expect to quit your day job and buy a private island just yet. Data annotation can be a way to earn some extra cash, but it's unlikely to make you the next tech mogul. Unless, of course, you're really, really good at identifying cats. Here's the thing about the internet, folks. It's a bit like a dark alleyway. Sure, you might find a $20 bill lying around, but you're just as likely to stumble upon something you really wish you hadn't. The same goes for data annotation platforms. While there are plenty of legitimate companies out there, there are also scammers lurking in the shadows, waiting to pounce on unsuspecting gig workers. So, how do you separate the wheat from the chaff, the real deal from the digital snake oil? Well, for starters, do your research. Look for platforms with a strong online presence. Check out their website, social media accounts, and user reviews. See what other people are saying about them. Are they responsive? Do they have a transparent payment system? These are all good signs. And remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Be wary of platforms promising ludicrously high pay for minimal work. They're probably just trying to fish for your personal information. Stay vigilant, my friends. The internet can be a dangerous place, especially if you're a data annotating newbie. Let's hear what the people on the front lines of data annotation have to say. It's a mixed bag of opinions. Some praise the flexibility and satisfaction of contributing to cutting-edge technology, but others have been burned by low pay and mind-numbing tasks. The truth lies somewhere in the middle. Data annotation can be a viable way to earn extra cash, but it's not for everyone. Now, before you start uploading your entire life story onto some random data annotation platform, let's talk security. Because let's be real, the internet is a bit like a public restroom. You're never quite sure what you're going to encounter, and it's probably best not to touch anything without a good scrub afterwards. The same goes for your personal information. Some data annotation platforms might ask for access to your social media accounts or other sensitive information. And while some of this might be legitimate, for example, they might need to verify your identity, you should always proceed with caution. Make sure you understand what information is being collected, how it's being used, and whether it's being stored securely. Read the platform's privacy policy. Yes, I know no one actually does that, but trust me, it's important. And if something feels off, trust your gut. There are plenty of other fish in the data annotation sea. You don't have to settle for one that's giving you creepy vibes. Okay, so you've weighed the risks, you've found a platform that doesn't make you want to bathe in hand sanitizer, and you're ready to start raking in those sweet, sweet annotation dollars. First, master the tools of the trade. Most platforms have their own software or interfaces for annotation, so get familiar with them. The faster and more accurately you can annotate, the more you'll earn. Next, find your niche. Some people are better at image annotation, while others excel at audio transcription. Experiment with different tasks and platforms to find what works best for you. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Most platforms have forums or support channels where you can ask questions and get advice from more experienced annotators. And finally, pace yourself. Data annotation can be tedious, so take breaks, stay hydrated, and don't be afraid to step away from the computer if you start to feel burnt out. Look, data annotation isn't the only game in town. If you're looking for flexible, remote work, there are plenty of other options out there. We've already mentioned Amazon Mechanical Turk, which is a behemoth of a platform with a vast array of micro-tasks, from data annotation to survey taking to writing short product descriptions. Then there are specialized platforms like Scale AI and Labelbox, which focus specifically on data annotation for AI development. And don't forget about the countless freelance websites where you can find gigs in writing, editing, graphic design, virtual assistants, and more. The point is, you've got options. Explore your interests, try different things, and see what sticks. The beauty of the gig economy is that you're not tied down to any one platform or type of work. You're free to create your own path, one annotated image, transcribed audio clip, or witty product description at a time.